Welcome to Staffworks Explain. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. In this video, we'll be talking about the performance of M-PESA in Ethiopia. This is a market that is long viewed as one of the Africa's most promising, but also one with most complexities. Recent figures show a rapid growth, with active users rising by more than 250% on year to about 5.2 million by December 2025. But beyond the headline numbers, there are deeper questions. What is driving this growth of Safaricom M-PESA, Safaricom Ethiopia M-PESA? How sustainable is it, and how does it fit in the broader story of Safaricom expansion into Ethiopia? To understand this, or where things stand, we start by with how Safaricom entered Ethiopia. For years, Ethiopia remained a closed telecommunication market, which was dominated by the state-owned Ethio Telecom. That changed in 2021 when the government opened the sector to competition as part of broader economic reforms. A consortium led by Safaricom won one of the first private telecom licenses. This group included Vodafone Group, Vodacom, and CDS Group, also now known as the British International Investment. The license fee alone was about $850 million, making it one of the largest foreign investment in Ethiopia at the time. From a project standpoint, this was not just a market entry. It was a full-scale greenfield operation. That means building everything from the scratch: network, infrastructure, customer-based distribution channels, regulatory relations, among others. Unlike Kenya, where M-PESA grew on top of an existing Safaricom network, Ethiopia required simultaneous rollout of both telecom services and mobile money. Commercial operations began in 2022. M-PESA followed later after regulatory approvals from the National Bank of Ethiopia. This delay is important. In telecom ecosystems, timing matters. Ethio Telecom had already launched its own mobile money service called Telebirr and had a significant head start. Now to the recent numbers: a 258% increase in active M-PESA users to 5.2 million. This is significant by any standards. It indicates rapid adoption, likely driven by aggressive customer acquisition, agent network expansion, as well as increasing familiarity with digital payments. However, in context, the figures remain modest relative to Ethiopia's population of over 120 million people, as well as Ethio Telecom's much larger subscriber base. This is where the analysis becomes more critical. Growth rates can be misleading if viewed in isolation. High percentage increase often reflects a low starting base. The real question is whether Safaricom Ethiopia can sustain this momentum as it scales. Competition remains a defining factor. Ethio Telecom is not just another player. It is the incumbent with deeper market penetration, established infrastructure, as well as a strong state backing. Its mobile entry money platform Telebirr has tens of millions of users and integrated into government services, including payments, the public sector transaction. This creates what is known as economics as a network effect, where the value of service increases more as more people use it. Breaking into such a system is difficult. There has been concerns about competitive environment. Safaricom Ethiopia has at times pointed to challenges in accessing critical infrastructure and delays in interconnection agreements. In practical terms, this affects how easily customers can move money or communicate across network. While regulators have taken steps to level the playing field, the imbalance between long-established state operator and a new entrant remains evident. On the operation side, Safaricom Ethiopia has made measurable progress. It has expanded network coverage, built a growing agent network, as well as introduced M-PESA services tailored to the local market. Its experience in Kenya provides a strong foundation, particularly in managing mobile money ecosystems. But there are weaknesses. The cost of building infrastructure from scratch is high, and returns take time. Security challenges in part of Ethiopia have also affected rollout in certain regions. In project terms, these are external risks, factors outside the company's control, but still have a huge impact in terms of timelines as well as cost. There are also structural constraints. Unlike Kenya, where Safaricom enjoys a dominant market, Ethiopia is a shared space. with powerful incumbent in terms of Ethio Telecom, and these changes the business model. Safaricom Ethiopia must invest in heavily, not just to compete but also to dominate. Looking at strength, Safaricom brings technical expertise, a proven mobile money platform, and strong financial backing from its consortium partners. M-PESA itself is a well-established product with a track record in multiple markets. Opportunities are also clear. Ethiopia remains largely not penetrated in formal financial services. A significant portion of population is unbanked, which creates room for mobile money to grow. If regulatory conditions remain supportive, as well as if interoperability, that is the ability for different systems to work together, improves, M-PESA could expand rapidly. But threats are equally present. Ethio Telecom's dominance is not just commercial, it is institutional. It has scale, reach, as well as integration with government systems. There is also regulatory risk where policy decisions can quickly alter market dynamics. Currency pressures and broader economic conditions in Ethiopia and add another layer of uncertainty. So what does the recent figures really mean? They show that Safaricom in Ethiopia has moved beyond the entry phase and is gaining traction. The rapid growth in M-PESA users suggests that the model can work in Ethiopia. However, it does not yet indicate market leadership or strong stability. The company is still what project managers would call the scale-up phase, where initial success must be translated into sustainable operations. The key test going forward will be depth, not just breadth. It is one thing to sign up users. It is another to ensure that frequent usage, transaction volumes, as well as integration into daily economic activities. Without these, users' numbers alone do not translate into profitability of impact. So in conclusion, you can say that Safaricom Ethiopia venture into this country, massive country of 120 million people, remains one of the most ambitious corporate expansion in the region. M-PESA's growth is a positive signal, but it comes with a highly competitive and complex environment. The coming years will determine whether this growth can be sustained and whether Safaricom Ethiopia can carve a meaningful position in a market that is still largely defined as single dominant player. For now, the story is one of progress, but not yet of arrival. So thank you for reaching this far. If it's your first time here, please consider subscribing to this channel. You can watch other videos that we have made on Safaricom Ethiopia and performance in this country, and other projects that we have done on different projects. So thank you, and let's meet in the next one.